Hey there, guys, gals, fans, and pals. Your buddy JohnMegacycle here. Another new thing of Factorio, yeah? It gives me the chills every time I start new Factorio because I know it's a series that's going to be like 40, 50 episodes, depending. And I'm going to learn some new stuff along the way. Hopefully I can teach you a few new things and we're going to have a good time, right? It's kind of the plan. Let's go ahead and kick off that intro real quick. Alright, very good. What I've got for you today is a mod called Freight Forwarding. Okay, how do we do this? Let's break this down, right? Freight Forwarding is going to be the basis of our mod pack that we're playing with. The idea behind Freight Forwarding is it takes all the stack sizes and significantly reduces them. Cuts them at least by half. So, a normal stack of coal is 50. It's now 25. Stacks of finished product are also greatly reduced. I think it's half or to a quarter. I got into this a little bit, and then I was like, hey, this is something I want to play. This is something I want to put on YouTube. I think I want to go all the way with this. So I haven't gotten like super far, but the idea behind this is this builds something called containers. So you have a packaging facility, and the packaging facility puts like hundreds or thousands of items in a single item crate. You then put that crate on a train, that train takes it to somewhere else and unpacks it. So it really pushes this packing and unpacking of products from place to place to place to place. So it's going to add some extra logistics. One is I'm going to have to do either more frequent transportation or something to make sure we get coal in containers where it needs to be. Another thing that's going to have to be is it's more work with the loading and loading of containers and stuff. But with this comes aircraft and boats and bridges and a bunch of crap. So what I've added to that was Big Brother for radar. Excuse me, I'm already getting caught up. A little teary-eyed, starting a new series. The good stuff. Okay, I've also added bottleneck. So it's a very easy visual representation. If an assembly machine or whatever is not working, why is it not working? Is it the output is full, there's not enough materials, there's low power, whatever. For quality of life stuff, I've also added Mo Weather Revival. It's a weather mod, question mark. It seems cool on paper. I think it adds like overcast and rain and clear and some other weather stuff that I think just screws with solar, so I think maybe that might be interesting. Squeak through, so I can move through stuff easier. Do I not have far reach or long reach? I do have long reach. Okay, there it is. I was like, I'm missing some stuff. Squeak through, long reach, bottleneck, Big Brother, I think are the only quality of life things I've added. So, Big Brother's bigger radar. We're going to start... When I tried this, so I had a save called Freight Old. I tried this out, and what I did is I started off on like a continent, or a large island, whatever you want to think of it. And then there's some very large water gaps, and then there's more land. So that's what the boats are for. But I thought Big Brother would speed this along a little bit. It adds for better radar. So, new game. It's free play. We change it to Freight Forwarding Default. I am removing cliffs, because nuts to cliffs. Islands and continents work. I tried before on Island and Normal, and neither of those work. I get errors that says, you messed with the defaults. That's a no-no. So I'm not going to mess with any of that. We're going to leave all the enemies normal. Recipes. No, that's fine. Research queue after the game is finished. We could make technology more expensive. I find that when I do that, that only just kind of slows things down, but not to like any real benefit. What else was I going to say? Oh, the main theme, there we go, I could talk, that I want to incorporate with this playthrough is a train base. So we're going to build a bootstrap base. We're going to do as much red-green research as we can, and then we're going to disassemble that base and we're going to build a train base. So I'm not planning to build a huge bus. I'm not planning on bussing stuff all over the place with a normal belt system. So we're going to do probably a lot of handcrafting, a lot of feeding of machines before we can get to a train base. Yeah, skip. Okay, no errors. Give it like 5 more seconds. Okay, cool. If you run this and you modify a bunch of settings, like I said, I was getting errors. It was just like, hey, you messed with some settings. That's a no-no zone. And then I was like, well, I wanted just islands. I didn't want continents. So that's apparently an issue. So this is what's considered a... I think the actual word of the mod creator is it's a lightly overhauled mod. Give me just a second. I'm getting pinged. It is work, and I don't care. Haha. So, good stuff. It's a lightly overhauled mod, so I kind of wanted to highlight just this. We're not adding bobs or angels or pie or anything. We're not adding a ton of stuff. We're just going to have a little bit of fun with a mod like this. I'm thinking this is just going to add a little bit of complexity to the thing. Not a ton of, like, crazy stuff, right? That's kind of the plan. You and I, we're going to have some fun. We're going to have some fun here. It's going to be a really chill session. So if you're looking for massive overhaul and grandiose complexity, this isn't it. This is going to be a very chillish kind of a deal. I wanted to play vanilla, but I wanted it to be just a little more complex. So we could have also added different smelting processes. If you've seen my series with Paladin Shotgun, where we did Mobile Fortress, we had, I think the mod was called Molten Metals. And I'm going to turn down the audio just a smidge. Just a smidgeroo. There, okay, that's better. Molten Metals was a lot of fun. Absolutely. What that kind of provided was 3 extra steps, but it added a real fair amount of rate of return, making it very worthwhile, I feel. So that was always an option, you know, so you could add whatever else. With a mod like this, with freight forwarding, though, what we want to avoid is storage options. We don't want to add, like, angel silos or warehouses or anything like that. Because the way these stacks are limited, that kind of adds a little bit to the thrill of the kill, so to speak, if you catch where I'm going with this. So we don't want to muck around too much with all that. That's doing that. Good stuff. We'll just keep... I don't know why I keep moving towards stuff. I've been playing a lot of vanilla lately, so I keep forgetting far reach and long reach are actually a thing. Oh, deep breaths. Okay, so back to it. Like I said, this adds maybe 15% more complexity. 20%? 25%? Maybe something like that. We won't be able to load trains full of stuff. I mean, we can, but it's kind of crap. So what we'll have to do is just be a bit more careful on how we manage stuff. How we get stuff from A to B. And all that and all that. So, we'll get there. We'll get there. Adding more biters kind of seemed like an option as well, but also, meh. I've played enough Death World. I've literally played some Death Worlds to death, lol. And it's kind of... It's fun, but it gets... After a certain point, for me at least, it just seems like it gets a little too grindy. And then it's like, man, I could slog on with this for... ever. And I'll win. Like, if I know I'm gonna win, like, I'm not trying to be overzealous or overconfident, but it's like, if I feel like I've got a strong chance of success, I don't wanna spend forever just to get that one piece of iron. I mean, it feels good. It feels good to do it, but after a certain point, meh. Okay, let's talk about some tech, right? Radar amplification, radar efficiency come from Big Brother. Again, Big Brother, if you've ever read the book 1984, I have. Brilliant book, blah, blah, blah. Better scanning, more efficient scanning. So there's that. From freight forwarding, we get a different science pack, transport science. We also get the containerization structure, which allows us, again, to put stuff into containers, put the containers on trains, and then ship the product where it needs to go. We also have railway earlier, I think. Or we have more stuff, red, green. This stuff will require engines and circuits and steel. Fairly straightforward stuff. Rail is red, green. So that's what I was saying before, is we'll get to red, green. We'll research as much of that crap as we want. And then we'll start aiming to a purely rail base. Last time I was able to do that was... I think I've got a little bit of open TTD. The map I built in Factorio, like an open TTD style map. That's a lot of fun. Yeah, so anyway, I haven't been able to do a purely rail base in a while. So containerization level 2, hovercrafts, there's also train bridges, there's aircraft somewhere, a flying cargo ship, does what it says in the tin. Yeah, jet engine, interstellar communication, this is what we need to actually launch to win the game. This requires rocket science. Rocket science also comes from cobalt and titanium. I think we need cobalt and titanium to make rocket parts. And then everything else we've added was mostly quality of life stuff. Yeah, there's boats, which I don't know how they work in the game, so we're just gonna have to see. So realistically, not a ton of stuff that we're gonna have to be worried about. A little more music. Mate, I love the music of this game. I think it's flawless. Perfection. Absolutely. Through and through perfection. So, right now, I'm just gonna get some iron mining started so I can also concern myself with power basin. I like to call it a power basin as if it's like a river or as if it's like a pool of water. I kind of figured that's a really neat way to think of power, electrical power, as if it's a liquid resource or something. So, I don't know. That's why whenever I've, what was the game I played a bunch of? Autonauts? I called our power area, like our coal-fired power plants or whatever, I called that a power basin. Reasons? Yeah, I don't know why. But it's fun. Let's get rid of this crap. I don't know what this game does for biters. I don't know if... I didn't change any of the biter settings, but I don't know if the map generation, if that drastically changes how many biters we have. Maybe it might be advantageous for me to just go rush them right now if we're on an island. Like I said, I loaded up a map, and I did a little tooling around. I saw some biters, but I kind of think I'm on a continent/island. That's kind of what I think. I think is going... Did I not mine that? There we go, cool. I love that it remembers how much I've mined. Okay. I'd like a little more iron. 2 and 1. We're going to pull the water over here, I think. That'll make this a little easier. I will need some copper. Not a ton, but I will need some copper. And what we're going to do... So we're going to build it out like this. I need timber. I don't have nearly enough timber to get anything done. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. You can tell it's been a while since I played straight up, like, vanilla-esque starts, because I am rough as heck. So here's what I meant. Stack sizes are halved. Is it a real issue? No, it isn't. It's just I need to be a lot more careful on how I really manage distribution networks. Trains can't carry nearly as much. Nothing can really get nearly as much work done as we're used to, so we'll have to be a little careful about that. I'll come back for more coal. Realistically, what I want to achieve right now is as much electric mining as possible. Electric mining is much more pollution-friendly and is a lot more manageable. It's a lot less resources and crap I gotta kick about. So we'll do a little bit of belting, maybe for smelting or something. Like we'll do some really easy stuff. But as I mentioned, the big deal is I don't want to flesh out like an entire bus and then like, well, I got to tear all this crap down because the goal is truly a rail base. Okay, I'll take all of that. Please make me all of that. Ba-doop-boo. I have a little water. Very good. I got a new glass jug? It's not a thermos, because a thermos is like a name brand. It's a container? It's a glass container for liquids, whatever. I put water in it. There's my TED Talk. That was probably the most boring thing anyone ever said. You hear a thunk on the table? Yep, that's me. I fill it with water. Sure does. Also, there's no underneathies. Underneathies are something else. I didn't look too far into it. Like I said, I didn't mess around too much. Trying to figure out like all the end game tech or how this was all gonna work. This I could just weave right through, cause squeak through. This is probably good enough. Okay. Give me 2 of those. That's fine. I'll take some of that. I should have probably ramped up more production before I farted around with too much more of this, but that's okay. That's okay. Believe it or not, I have beaten this game in the under 8 hours mark. So, I've got that badge of honor. Yeah? You believe me? I hope so. I always do this, and then this, I think. Yeah, there we go. Rain. Nice. I like that. It adds a nice touch. It gives the, I don't know, gives the planet more of a real feel? Maybe? I don't know. I need more iron. Okay, thanks. I like that. Yep, I really, really like that. I love the rain. I'm a very much rain person. I love, love, love the rain. Love it. Yep, I'm that kind of a person for sure. So this adds a really neat touch, I think. Okay, we're going to work on what now? This is going to take a lot of mining. So realistically, what I would like to do is I'd like to get... Don't have any iron. Also, 8 iron plates? I thought it was 4 iron plates before. Squeak through hovercrafts. I don't know if that's modified, but that's okay if it is. Just sock away some of that. Make this a little easier on me. Oh man, I've done enough hand moving of materials. I don't want to do it no more. But that's okay, we'll get there. We'll get there. The thing is, once we get to like power armor and bots and all kinds of stuff, we kind of lose track of the doing the hand holding and stuff. Is there a brightness? Yeah. That's a little better. I don't mind it being pitch dark. I know where my base is, and my sense of direction is actually pretty good, I think. But for the sake of YouTube and other people watching, it's gonna honestly be a while until we have... Let's do 20. Until we have, like, lights everywhere. There, that mutes that up pretty nicely. I like that. It deafens a little bit of the brightness, or of the darkness, I guess. Okay, yeah, more of this. And very soon, I would like us to concentrate on some science. Has the price of this changed? It has not. Lead plate. Okay, so we've got lead, we got cobalt, we got titanium, we got lava pools or something. I don't even know. I don't even know. But we're gonna have fun together, right? That's what I say. Yeah, we're already stocking up a very nice amount of coal. So I don't want to deal with this anymore. Thank you kindly. So what we'll do is probably not concern ourselves a whole ton with... Like I said, I don't want to really worry about a bus, but I would like to belt some of this crap around to make this suck less. That would be pretty cool. Some of that. Give me all of that. Give me this and this. Take this. As much of this stuff as I can belt up, the better. So I would like coal to kind of have first dibs, or power to have first dibs on everything. I'll take that, thanks. You can have that, thanks. I don't need a ton of stone. Wow, that eats up all of my inventory. Woof. Okay, 1, 2. And once we get some of these bad boys a-going. So we'll feed coal from one side, iron ore from another. Is it elegant? No. Is it efficient? Absolutely thoroughly not. But again, I'm looking for a quick solution here. Just want to get some resources in, and then I don't mind hand pulling stuff out and feeding machines or something. We'll figure it out, yeah? Figure it out. We can't play Stone Furnace. Stone Furnace is in the way. Well, good. That's kind of the intention, my friend. Oop. Little overzealous on that noise. Okay, I would like all of that. We're very close to already upgrading all of our stuff. I'm just going to remove this. I should probably get turrets online first or something, but... The fun part of being a human, just in general, is being able to experiment a little bit. This is an unnatural way for me to start a game of Factorio. I'm doing a little bit of variations on some of my classic starts. I'm ramping up electric... Oh, a bit of a hiccup there, excuse me. I'm ramping up electric mining a little earlier. Usually when I build my bootstrap base, I probably make it all the way to construction robotics. And then I get to a point of, well, yeah, we can tear all this crap out now. But we're not doing that. We're going to go for trains much, much earlier. Yeah, I'm already gutting all this. So that says something. Oh. I'm out of shiz. That's okay. Just gotta be a little patient. Whenever I play solo, or at least when I play on Death Worlds, like I said, maybe I should start with that kind of a preface. One thing I like to do preferentially is build close. Build kind of close and together for all of my stuff. That way it's less ground I've got to cover, it's less I have to defend. So this is a very common start for me when I play like I said, Death Worlds or something. Build everything kind of close so I could have like 2 turrets here, 2 turrets here, and then I kind of cover the entire base. You know, or spread them out, that way we've got better coverage and all that. That works out pretty well as well. Can you fill to like that? Cool. What do we got? We got some stuff. I need some more of this. I'll take the rest of that and all of that. Cool. Work is losing their minds. Oh my gosh. The gods must be crazy. Okay. Yeah, I still don't have to deal with that till tomorrow. And then what I'll do is I'll do another mining column like right here. So what do we got? So 10, 11, that would be cool. We'll do it into the mining column over there, and then that's going to be copper. Yeah, real simple build here. And the fluctuation of the light is kind of messing with me a little bit. Not gonna lie, it's kind of fighting with my eyes a little bit. Not necessarily a bad thing, just a weird observation. That's all there is to that. Another thing I usually do, I say usually, like it, whenever I start a game, and I start a fresh game so rarely, but whenever I do, I also try to get to automation faster earlier, so then that way, when it comes down to it, I'm realistically doing a lot less handcrafting. That's the real gumption of the game, I feel. You can do something like that. And then I'll build a bunch more of these guys. I need... Oh, we are out of copper. Wow. I thought we had more copper, but actually it's funny because I looked at it and I was like, oh, we've got a few stacks of copper. Easy cake. We do technically, but the stack size is reduced, so... Shucks on that. Shucks on that, buddy. Alright, what do we got? This. Cool. That build up a little bit. Not going for the megaplex. We're not going for a ton of stuff, but if I get, I don't know, what is this, 10, 8, 18 iron smelters and like 4 copper smelters belted and good, I'll be pretty friggin' happy. There's our logistics, okay. Yeah, underneath the pipes are at fluid handling, I want to say. There they are. And they take lead. So our traditional methods of moving liquids around are going to have to be a little different. Just a little different. Yeah. How are we doing on power? Probably pretty good. Yeah, we're doing all right. Because I'm doing all right. Should stop singing immediately. I've been getting copyright strikes. Just odd side note. I've been getting copyright strikes from YouTube a lot lately for old games. I fired up and I uploaded a really old, like a 30-year-old game. We're talking early 90s, and I got hit with a copyright strike. Not even like a warning, but like a full-on... And then I reply to it, because as a creator, I get an opportunity to be like, hey, WTF? And I was like, straight up, dude, this game was written in like 1992. There's no way DJ Flim Flam's House of Bad Slams, or whatever the heck your company's name is, has rights to it. Give me a break. And then they just drop the charges, like, oh, okay, well, I guess we don't. Yes. Spoiler alert, you don't. Womp womp, in that order. Anyway, I digress. That's looking good. Shimmy shimmy me up some of this. And, labs? Let's do some labs. Let's do some lab work. What research do I want immediately? Assembly. Oh, what? Did I forget the Q? Oh, suck. Why is that not default? Alright, hold on. We're just gonna cheat it in. Ugh, I hate that that's not default. I thought I clicked it. Q? Enable research Q. Enable research. Okay, you're gonna see me cheat just so I can do this. Yep. That's unfortunate. So here's the code. If you run this again... Cool. Alright. Yep. I'm the bad guy. Who would have thought? I would like automation, turrets, military, logistics. Start with that. So I want at least 10. Oh, that's a nice spot for it. 2, 4, 6, 8 sciences with the new automation. No, transport science. Right. Cool. Wow, now that he turned up that brightness, everything is effing bright. Woof. I like it. My eyes actually feel like they're relaxing slightly, so that's a good sign. Now the problem with handcraft, oh yeah, because they stack to 100, but now they're 50. That makes me sad, but that's okay. It's literally fine. It's not a big deal. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set up some really stupid, like very, very stupid science production just so we can motor through the reds. I love this music so much. It's really good. What's the next science? 10, 10, 20? Sure. 10, 10, 10, 20. Then what I should probably build is another lab. I like the rain. I like it. It's probably gonna really cause hell when I get the solar panels, but I don't know. Neat little difficulty, I guess. Yep, I think we've hit the ideal amount of miners for what I'm trying to accomplish here. And then what I would like to do is pull some copper up into here. I don't need a ton of copper for red-green science. I'm literally just trying to get to red-green. So, meh? Meh, strong bad. Meh. Actually, 5, 10, 15, 20. Let's trim this out so I can actually build my automation machines. And cool beans. Let's cancel that. Let's get 4 of you, and then I need to automate a crap ton of transport belts and a bunch of other stuff. I need chests. I need arms. That'll do. That'll do, boss. That'll do. There we are. Normally when I try to build a bus system, I have a really difficult time because these pipes, no, not pipes, poles, don't cover each side. And the thing is, one side's going to be completely blocked by reds and yellow inserters, so it makes it a little difficult. The relancers use underneath these, but that also costs a crap ton of extra iron, which I don't really want to fart around with. Either way, we'll get a lot of really good work done here. Trust me. Actually, 1, 2. We're gonna do gear. You are going to do belt. And we're gonna put some gears in there. We're gonna put some belts in there. We're gonna put some iron in here. Iron, iron. Gear, gear, belt. Just like that. Easy stuff. So iron goes here. Let's do a whole mess of that. This is going to be a slow process. Yes, of course. But it will be automated, and that's the important deal. That's the entire deal. Okay, so I can just ignore that. That's just gonna humdrum on its own drum. For this, what else do I want to automate? I don't need to automate that or that. The belts are the kind of big deal. And I'm going to need way, way, way more railroad tracks and crap like that than anything, but we'll get there. Yeah, that. Yep, with that. Actually, you know what I'd like you to do? Do a very similar thing. Copper, iron, wire, nope. end product. So I want one of those. Are these factor complete? Absolutely not. I'm not respecting ratio whatsoever. What I do want to do, though, is make it work. So that's kind of more the emphasis here, is just I want to get something in place that can just assemble stuff on the real brainless. That's all I'm really aiming for here. You can have 1, 2, 3. So a little compact system like this is just, I just want you to crank out some of the crap that I'd have to handcraft anyway. Look at that. We've already produced 60 or 70 some odd belts with little to no effort, I feel. So it's always really, really, really like, yeah, smexy to get everything all factor complete. You need 3 of the wire producers, and then 2 of the circuit makers, and it's all, when I say factor complete, I mean all the timings and stuff are perfect. Everything that has to take time to do a thing is synchronous with other things that have time to do other things. Like I call it factor complete. I'm very confident that's not the right word for it, but that's what I call it. So realistically, I'm just building a simple bootstrap base. It's going to take care of my needs until we're ready to redeploy, go elsewhere, do whatever. At any time I want, if I want gears, I could trim this down a notch and then just have this guy stockpile up some gears for me to make more red science packs. I'm going to get a little bit of this copper. That's probably a gluttonous amount. There you go. Yep, missing underground belt. We've got turrets, we've got military. I would like... Okay, we've got some nice... I probably don't need this much, and this is probably some level of overkill, but that's okay. I can handcraft gears pretty fast. It's not a big deal. So what I'm just going to do is I'm going to handcraft some gears. Boop, boop. Got 2 machines making red science. No problem. Another thing, after playing Warptorio, I've become very numb to the needs of having to handcraft stuff. It's something that early on in the series I made it very clear that handcrafting is going to be our best friend. Or if not handcrafting, at least hand-putting materials into machines. We can overload the maximum limit that they would normally stop at, which is really, really good. And we can kind of force the machines to process more crap. How much is in here? 100? Yeah. Yeah, I'll take that. Sweet. And then here's even more gears. Boop, boop. Yep, excellent. So there's logistics. I'm just gonna skeeter all this up. It's amazing how... So this has... Oh, this has 2 output results and 2 fuel spots. Interesting. Do all of you... Are all of you different? You have 2 fuel slots? Cool. I think that's different. 2 ingredients, that's normal. 3 modules, that's normal. Okay. Cool. Good. How much stuff you got? You're doing pretty well. Yeah. We'll get through this science pretty quickly. Not in a rush. My aim and my goal was compactness over anything. So how much of this we got? Almost 100 green circuits. Cool. That's a lot of crap I don't have to make. I would like light armor. I do need materials for better gun. I'm gonna put this here with that. What I also need are some real ammo producers. Like a lot of ammo. 3. And this is going to be also very incredibly stupid and boring. But again, not aiming for high volume. I'm making the clear, conscious decision I'm cool with boring. Yeah, go kind of ham with it, because I'm going to use that stuff as well for my personal stash, and we'll handcraft some turrets, and we'll just do some rushing. Let's see, we're already pretty far in logistics. Research that, research that. Oh, bop bop. I would like weapon damage, weapon speed, lights, walls, steel, electronics. Yep, cool, in that order. Once I get some radars online, I would like to very much see how much crap we can scoot off our island. Assuming we're on an island? I don't know if we're on an island verbatim per se. Oh, did I just see a thing? I thought I saw some red flickering up in the minimap, but it's late. I'm old. I'm probably tired. One interesting glitch about the Big Brother radar is I have 2 radars in my inventory. Right here. There's a radar right here. Normally when you hit Q on something, it'll say... It's like a pipette tool. It'll say... Or a sample tool. I've heard it called a dozen things. But it's like, what is this item? Reselect it in my inventory so I don't have to. The Big Brother radars don't work that way. I don't know why. It's specifically Big Brother radars. I love the mod. I'm not narking on the mod. Just saying, like, it's an interesting thing that's literally one of the gotchas about it. Okay, all in, all in. All in. I've got better gun. Cool, we're cranking out ammunition. And then with my hands that are free, by the power of Grayskull, I'll just start cranking out gun turrets. We'll leave about 4 turrets here. 2 in the southwest? Or 2 right here on the... Well, 2 maybe here and 2 maybe here or something. And then we'll just go to town. See if I can get some murder. Murder! That's probably a song I'm also going to get copyright hit for. Awesome. Can't wait. Excited. Can't wait. So I'm just going to keep feeding these machines. And I'm just looking for that bootstrap base. So maybe, let's talk about what a bootstrap base is. Maybe this is your first time hearing the terminology. Let's talk about it, right? Let's have a sit down. Early computing, and even computing nowadays, when you turn on your machine, what your computer does, I'm speaking from a PC perspective. I don't know really anything about Macs. I would assume they operate similarly, but here we go. The computer does something called bootstrapping. It basically says, all right, I'm turning on. What's plugged into me? Oh, this is, and this is, and this is, and this is. Okay, I'm going to put that in the list. What hard drives, like what other peripherals are plugged in? Oh, there's a USB drive, there's a couple of SSDs, there's an M2, there's a spinny drive, cool. And then it goes through this list and it tries to figure out what operating system to load up, and it just goes from there. That's called bootstrapping. Same thing with Factorio. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to build a base that's going to eventually build into my larger base. So this isn't my permanent setup. What I'm building is a bootstrap base that's going to allow me to just accumulate some resources, get some stuff together, and then after a certain point I'll be like, okay, I've got enough stuff, I can build the base. I can build the real base that I want to build. So right now we're just bootstrapping. That is what that is called. The same reason way back in the day why the word debugging is used. Debugging? When you debug code or you debug something that's busted, it's because way back in the day there was a dead moth on a mainframe and they peeled a bug literally off of the mainframe. I don't remember the actual issue or the actual like logic behind it, but yeah, there was just a bug smashed into a piece of circuit board and then they removed the bug and it's like, oh, you debugged it. Yep. That's where that comes from. So cool. We got copper, we got iron, we got gears for days. And I'm not looking for fast research, but I want research to keep going while we're not here. I have the hiccups like crazy. I apologize. I've got armor, I've got ammo. This setup is really, really simple, and we can kick out a lot of product without really any effort. While I'm gone, we'll still be making bullets. We'll still be making all kinds of crap. I wish I had a vehicle. Part of me wants to just run in a direction and be like, what up, buggies? Let's diggity diggity dance. Kind of want to do that, and I kind of don't. How much ammo are we kicking? Not a lot. Okay, we're going to have to wait for a little more ammunition. Well, I'm also going to need more poles. Yeah, we're going to need way more poles. I was kind of hoping we were going to find our first biter base and then just go deal with it. Even without far reach or long reach or whatever, dealing with early level biting bases are easy once you get a rhythm. Realistically, the path is we're going to chuck down a turret. That's our bait turret. They're going to swarm that bait turret and attack it. We need to not put ammo in it. We need to move on with our lives. It is dead. It's gone. It's not coming back. We don't care about it. We move around the enemy base and we start deploying additional turrets, and in those we put ammunition. Then we can kick. Then we can kick it into high gear. That's where we get the murder on. So, we can save a bunch of ammo, we can save a lot of damage. These things have like, what, 350 or 400 hit points? Where is it on here? 400 hit points. That's a fair amount of hit points for early biters. So if you really gotta kite, it's called kiting, K-I-T-E. If you need to kite or really lure some biters away, you can do that with just some turrets. Really simple. I want another ammunition producer. Yeah, this is beautiful. This system is elegant, it's simple, it works, I love it. We're doing on them scans, boys. No biters yet. No biter base. I didn't touch any of the difficulty settings because I wasn't sure if any of that was modified. I don't think it would be, but yeah, I didn't want to do a death world. I wanted to do something challenging, but a little more on the logistics side. So I think we've accomplished that. Yeah, all with me not really doing a whole lot. We're getting circuits printed and everything. What I am going to do in case I die is I'm going to dump literally everything. Oh, that fit really well, actually. I'll take some iron just on the sly. And I'll make some ammo as well. I don't need, like, a ton of ammo, but it's not really something I want to be out of. I take it back, I'm not done yet. Well, when in doubt, automate that shiz. It looks like that's going to produce a lot of ammunition, but it really isn't because of stack sizes. That makes me chuckle a little bit. I would like 5 more turrets, and then that might be enough to clear out several nests. I'm hoping. I'd like to get a victory under our belt before we even call us an episode. Stack in there. You're still doing good. Yeah. Slow and steady wins the race. It's fine. And then I would like all the iron we have available, and I'll make bullets myself. Cool. All right. Let's beat feet out of here. Oh, I need power poles. Boop. And trees and copper to make more power poles. Yep, make all 50. I'm gonna steal 2 of these radars. Just gonna go right into the thick of it. All I'm trying to do is just explore a lot of land on the quick fast. I'm not defending any of this. I'm not setting up bases out here or anything. I literally just want to find the biters to see if I can kick them off the island early. And then save me a bunch of time at the back end, you know? I don't have to do the whole territory war thing. I can just kick the biters off the island, and then the island is secure. Biters can't swim, they can't fly. Oh hell, I just realized that with this mod, I really hope they don't have hovercraft. That would be a hoot. Nothing, okay. We're still gonna just keep going with this. Let's grab a little more lumber. So this part of the game is going to be a little more on the boring side, for sure. But I feel to save us a lot of headache later, building walls, defending crap, I think this is a smart play. Okay, and this is... Oh, okay. That's interesting. It is indeed shallow water. Alright. Whatever, I'm fine for a challenge. I just is not expected, is what this is. Oh, for gosh sake, man. Alright, well. Oh, alright. If there's an island out here full of biters, I'd like to know. Core blimey, what the hell is this? I've never seen this much shallow water. Just for shallow's sake? This is deep water that I'm going to run into, right? Okay, cool. That's deep water. I'm sure more veteranized Factorio players will be like, John's just wasting his time again. Maybe? Okay. I see on the minimap, that's a dead zone. Cool. I mean, if I can chew out a bunch of territory really quickly without a car, because I'm still researching, I don't have a vehicle. Without a car, without like any whatever, I think this is a good play. Now on the mini map, I need the mini map to close it out. There we go, because this is not shallow. Yep, good. Okay, cool. Poof. I was like, man, if there's going to be Biter Island out there, and it's going to still be connected to my base, oof. Oof-da. Okay, radar can stay there, that's fine. I might have to go back for more supplies. I don't want a pistol in this inventory ever. Can I? Yes. Oh, God, I can set filters? Amazing. No pistols. No pistols. Thank you. No, thank you. As of recent, I've been keeping my episodes around, I'd say the 55-minute mark, something like that. That's been about bread and butter, I think. If I'm not streaming, I think 50 minutes is good. It's digestible. It works for an episode length. It's not tons of hours, and also it's not super short. Early in my YouTube career, I used to have like half-hour episodes. And I was like, half hour is good. It's about a TV show. But then I realized like it takes me long to ramp up and talk about all my ambitions and all the crap I want to get done and all that. And then it's like by the time the 30-minute mark ticks around, I finally get around to kicking ass. And then it's like, well, time to wrap this one up. And then we wrap up the episode. And then I felt constantly like I was unfulfilled. Even though doing this YouTube stuff or just recording and streaming in general is like therapy to me. It feels really good. I don't know how else to explain it. So we'll keep this around 55 minutes, an hour, something like that. I think per episode would be good. So we're going to get this little niche on the bottom right, whatever this is, and then we'll call it. No biters yet. Good, bad, indifferent, whatever. This is a lot of territory I don't really want to defend. So I'm really hoping like this little niche here just goes nowhere. Realistically, a solar panel, an accumulator, and a radar will do wonders. I don't have solar tech yet, but something like that will set up little scouting bases, so to speak, and just constantly scan stuff. Big Brother adds a much longer scan range, so that also helps. I really do not want biters to be out here. I really need biters to not be all the way out here. Okay, I think we're at a dead end. Please, please no biters. Okay, cool. We're done with that. Neat. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to call this an episode. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run literally all the way back. And I'm going to resupply more power poles, more radars. I'm not going to bore you with that because it's going to be like a 5-minute trek back. But yeah, let's call it here. Thank y'all for joining me. My name's JohnMegacycle. An episode of our new Factorio series with freight forwarding is in the books. And I hope to catch you next time. Hey there, guys, gals, fans, and pals. Thanks for checking out my video. I also want to take a moment to thank all my supporters and donators, and if you'd like to join up with me and game with my crew, all the information to get connected is in the description below. Thanks again, and I hope to catch you next time.